Hello students, in this video we are going to study about spectrum of light. So what is meant by spectrum of light? So basically we know that light is monochromatic, which means light is made up of 7 different colors. So when this light is allowed to pass through a slit, then this light splits into 7 different colors, and these 7 different colors are those colors of which the light is made up of. Suppose if we further take a screen over here, we will see band of 7 colors written as Vigor. This 7 colors band that is formed when a white light is passed through a prism is called spectrum of light. Now, after seeing this, many scientists told that this is because, or you might also think that this is because the prism is producing colors. But what happens actually, that prism is not producing color, it is just splitting the white color of sunlight into its constituent colors, which is Vigor. Okay, now we know that the wavelength of the red light, its wavelength which is denoted by lambda, is maximum, and the wavelength of the violet light is minimum. So as the wavelength is very high, so the red has to travel the least distance, so it has come over here. And while in case of Vigor, the wavelength is minimum, so it has to travel this much distance, which is the most. Okay, so now how can we prove that prism doesn't produce color, it only splits the white color into its constituent color? So how can we do that? How can we prove that prism doesn't produces any color? So for this, what we have to do? First of all, we have to take a prism which is erect. We let the white light to pass to it. Now, one more questions come in the board, that where the dispersion means where the splitting of the white light into its constituent color takes place. Is it the phase AB or the phase AC? So basically the answer will be the phase AB. This is the phase where this light is getting splitted, and over here what is happening, the splitting up of light is getting diverged more. So the first phase AB is doing the process of dispersion. It's starting over here, not over here. So what happens, the light will split over here, and then what we have to do after this, we have to keep an inverted prism. So what will happen, these all colors of light which has come after getting splitted from the first prism will recombine, and then a white light will come out. So this was the white light, and these were the colors. These were the colors, splitted colors, which formed the Vigor, the pattern which we see in the rainbow, splitted colors. And this one is the white color which has been ejected, or which has been emerged from the second prism. So this proves that the white light is made up of 7 different colors, which can be identified as Vigor. V stands for violet, I for indigo, B for blue, G for green, Y for yellow, O for orange, and R for red. Now, due to the wavelength, there are many colors formed, but we are able to see only few colors. Why? It is because of our ability to see the wavelength of light. So what happens? The wavelength of the light, which is the minimum, is gamma rays. Gamma rays, suppose having this wavelength, then X-rays, its wavelength will be a little bit bigger. Then there are ultraviolet rays whose wavelength will be more bigger. Then we are having visible rays, which under which the Vigor comes. and suppose its wavelength is like bigger than this. Then infrared, whose wavelength will be much more bigger than that. Then microwaves, its wavelength will be further more bigger, and then the last one is the radio waves, whose wavelength will be much more bigger. So these waves, so the gamma rays is the most penetrating one, since it is having the lowest wavelength. It is also having the highest penetrating power, so it is the most destructive ray, which is used in atom bomb while doing the nuclear fission reaction. It is used in nuclear fission reaction. Okay. So I am writing the names of these rays. X stands for X-rays, which is used for detecting fracture in bones. Then there is ultrasonographic rays, which is used in ultrasonographic machines. Then the visible rays that we see, this is infrared. Infrared is used in remote controls. It is violet color of red in remote controls. This is microwaves, which is used in heating the food. As we see in pastry shop, we can see that the food items are being heated because of microwaves, and these are the radio waves, which is used in communication. So these are the different rays. Though we are unable to see these rays, but we use these rays. We only can't see them, but we can use these rays in our everyday life. As for example, infrared wave. So this was all about the spectrum of light. Now one more thing is that, since the wavelength of light, how can we find the speed of light? The formula is V equals to F into lambda. We have to remember that the frequency of the sound never changes. It depends upon the medium from which it is coming. Frequency of a light never changes, and lambda depends upon the wavelength of the light. So velocity can be, we can find easily the velocity of light by F into lambda. F is the frequency of the light. So since the frequency depends upon the source from which the light is coming, lambda is the wavelength of the light. The product of these two will give us the velocity of light. So I hope you will get an idea about all this. So thanks for watching the video.